Welcome back to Double Down University. I'm back at you guys with another college basketball prize picks video. And today I have two props on the early slate as well as the late slate of games. So the first one being Casper's over 16.5 points and assists, as well as Micah Peavy over 3.5 rebounds. So let's get into it. Let's start off with Micah Peavy. Then we're going to go into Casper's on the late night game. So in this spot for Micah Peavy, the reason why I didn't touch any points related props for this matchup is because, for one, what Georgetown has no advantages offensively as far as scoring wise. They don't have a free throw advantage in this matchup, and they don't have any of the three level advantages, whether it's 3 point, mid range, or near proximity. The only advantage that they really have is potential points off of a steal, which they are 13th in the country at being able to score off of steals or turnovers. So I just want to strictly base this on defensive rebounds or just rebounds in general, because that is something that West Virginia is really poor at. And I'll show you guys that in just a second. Let's see here. Let's go to the Georgetown, West Virginia. Then let's go to matchup stats. There we go. So as I was saying about West Virginia, they are 308th or 309th, excuse me, in the country and allowing opponent rebounds, total rebounds, which is really poor. And Georgetown do a really good job. They're 81st in the country in total rebounds per game. So I wanted to kind of attack just that angle. And the one angle that I thought about it too is that they shoot a lot of 3 pointers, so that can lead to a lot of long rebounds for guards or forwards. So that is a case for Peavy. And then also, Georgetown does a really good job of not allowing opponents to score around the rim. 2 point percentage, as they have the 10th best 2 point percentage, only allowing 41% of 2 pointers made against them. And West Virginia shoots 52%, so I think that they will stagnate them as far as scoring around the rim. And then they also are really poor, Georgetown, like I just stated, at giving up the three ball, so that leads to more attempts. And on the season, West Virginia shoots 30%. I mean, not 30%, excuse me, 33s per game, which is tied for 15th in the country. And so I think that that's a really good, a really good scenario and really good spot for Micah Peavy. I don't really trust the freshman. Reason being is because this would be his first true road game. Thomas Sober. This would be his first true road game, so I could see him getting into early foul trouble. Just the crowd to get to him, and then also just making mistakes on the fly, trying to play. So I think if he gets into early foul trouble and PV stays out of foul trouble, that can lead to a higher usage rate for him to be able to grab rebounds, long rebounds or rebounds around the rim. So I think he could benefit substantially in that scenario as well. And then when you look at Micah Peavy from on a season standpoint, I think he's only missed this line in 2 games or 3 games. He missed by 0.5 in 2 games against San Francisco and Wagner. He managed to only get 2 rebounds against Notre Dame, and that is due in part to him being in foul trouble, as he had 4 fouls in that game. So I really like PV in this spot to be able to grab 4 rebounds. If he just manages to find a way to get 2 rebounds a half, that can bode well for him, especially if the game is close. He can grab rebounds too. Let's look at their free throw shooting percentage as well, because that could be rebounds off of missed. Well, actually, they shoot pretty well from free throw. 75% from free throw, both teams. So I was going to say, mostly when you look at rebounds too, you want to take into account free throw percentage of the opposing team, because missed free throws can lead to easy rebounds as well. So they shoot pretty well, but I guess it pretty much depends on who's at the free throw line and who gets fouled, because they have some good shooters and they also have some really bad free throw shooters as well. So that is my case for Micah Peavy. Moving forward to Casper. So Casper, same thing. We're going to take into account an advantageous spot for him, and he has 2 advantages working for him in this spot. He has a free throw advantage, as they are 56th in the country, Illinois, at being able to get to the free throw line, and he manages to score. Let's see here. I got it written down. So he manages to score 35% of his points from the free throw line. He manages to score as well 35% of his points from 2 point range, and 29% of his shots or his points come from in the paint. He only manages to score 28% of his points from 3-point range, and that is somebody I like to back always and forever. I like people that like to attack the rim and get to the basket. I'm not a big fan of 3-point shooters because they just sit at the 3-point line, and if their shot is not falling, that's pretty much it for them. They're not going to look for other ways to try to contribute and score outside of them getting fouled on the perimeter when they're already in the bonus. That is the only way that they'll be able to get their points or get to the free throw line. And then also another note on Casper, I got all this stuff written down, is that he draws 3.86 fouls per game. He has a 20% usage rate. He also averages 2 fouls per game, so he doesn't get into a lot of foul trouble. And then he also shoots 36% from 3-point range. So I really like him in this spot to take advantage of Northwestern, because Northwestern, they are pretty poor at being able to allow assists, as they're 263rd in the country and allowing opponents assists. So we want to target them from a points and assist perspective if we're already getting the free throw advantage as well as the near proximity advantage. So that is why I chose Casper. And then when we look at his game log, he's only managed to go under this line twice. Once against, I think it's Eastern Maryland East Shore, I think that is. Yeah, Maryland East Shore and Oakland. He only managed to play 26 minutes against Maryland East Shore, and then against Oakland, he managed to play 31 minutes, but it was kind of a close game. I think they only won by 12 points, so it was kind of a close game. He wasn't in foul trouble. It just happens. He just didn't have a good game. And then I think too, his volume of shots wasn't there. He only managed to shoot three shots, 3 field goal attempts. So, and then also I like his assist potential as well in this spot, and I'll show you guys that in just a second right here. Let's see, minutes per game, and everyone do assist percentage. So yep, so assist percentage right here. So he has the highest assist percentage on the whole team at 32%. So he's more of their facilitator in their offense. Him and Kylan Boswell, those two are their facilitating guards, but Casper shoots the ball way better than Boswell. Boswell transferred from Arizona, for those of you guys that watch college basketball. So I really like Kasparis, and in this spot, another hedge spot. If he doesn't go off, I think the center goes off. Thomas Islavich. I like his points and assists as well, as he's only went under, I think, twice so far this year. But I think this is their first true test. I know they did play Arkansas, and he did play, who did they play? Arkansas, and he played another good team. Let's see here, Alabama. But they played at Alabama, so yeah, this will be their first true real road test outside of Alabama. So I really like him in this spot to go over. I think his line is 16.5. Yep, 16.5. So I really like him. And then, like I said, you can hedge if on Flex Friday. You can hedge him and put the center Thomas Islavich, his points and assists, and another slip if you want to. But those are just my 2 favorite props on the board so far. And I'll go back over them for you guys. So I have Casper over 16.5 points and assists, as well as Micah Peavy over 3.5 rebounds. I appreciate you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.